Hi, my name is Rachel Day, and the advertisement that I chose to base my brand profile video essay on is Veet, your body hair, your choice. So I chose to base my analysis of this advertisement on gender. The theory that this advertisement resonates with is post-feminism, and more specifically, the discourse of individualization. In the article, Selling Feminism, How Female Empowerment Campaigns Employ Post-Feminist Discourse, the author, Casey Windels, states that post-feminism appropriates certain feminist notions of empowerment and emancipation, suggesting that women have achieved equality and therefore feminism is no longer needed. This advertisement resonates with the theory of post-feminism because women choosing not to remove their body hair is something that is looked at as a symbol of feminism. This advertisement is normalizing that movement, making it seem as though feminism is not needed. The post-feminist discourse of individualization is defined by Windels as women being given choice over their own lives and paths, so much so that every aspect of life is refracted through the idea of personal choice and self-determination. It's important to note here that Windels puts parentheses or quotation marks over the term choice. The problem within this discourse is that it fails to acknowledge societal restrictions or norms that lead to those certain choices and the success or failure that they result in. With this ad in particular, the target audience is being told that they have the choice on whether or not they want to remove their body hair. So something that stuck out to me when watching the ad was that only 2 women were shown with body hair, and the rest of the clips, which were the majority of the advertisement, showed women removing it. In relation to individualization, the ad doesn't mention why women feel that they have to remove their body hair in the first place. For example, a piece of verbal dialogue in the advertisement states, "It's fine if you don't like it," and by it they mean body hair, all the time or all over. So an important point to consider is why women have been conditioned to not like their body hair. In the article, The Discursive Construction of Gender in Contemporary Management Literature, the author, Elizabeth Kellen, says in regard to individualization, at this point, it is important to consider stereotypes to show how in some instances gender is glossed over. Kellen's statement is exactly what was running through my head while watching this ad. Why are men not expected to make this choice of whether or not they want to remove their body hair? And how did this expectation for women to be hairless even begin? So I believe that this advertisement is framing a societal issue of holding women to a specific standard of beauty, and in this case, it's surrounded around removing body hair that shifts responsibility. This advertisement is shifting responsibility onto the individual by emphasizing that it's a woman's choice on if they want to keep their body hair or remove it. The main tagline of the ad that's captured verbally and with text is, "Your body hair, your choice, our products." The ad fails to acknowledge why women feel the need to remove their body hair in the first place. Ultimately, it's not women who set this standard that women should remove their body hair, it's really the world around them. Through a culmination of society and the media and advertising industries, women have been led to believe that in order to be considered beautiful or desirable, they can't have body hair. The feminist movement was the first time that this beauty standard was challenged or questioned. But now in the post-feminist era, women having body hair has become more normalized, but that doesn't mean that the standard that women should remove it doesn't exist. Women will still be judged based on either decision that they make, and this ad places all of their responsibility on the individual for making that decision, when really there are a lot of external forces and opinions that carry weight in the decision-making process. So for my qualitative interviews, the consensus among the interviewees was that they felt positive about the ad and the brand. They felt as though it was inclusive because they took the approach of making it your choice and showed clips of women who chose not to remove their body hair, along with clips of women who did. Without mentioning what this project was about or the theoretical frameworks of post-feminism and individualization, one of my interviewees said a quote that stuck out to me. They said, "There are a lot of women who choose not to shave for feminist reasons, and it's good that they took the approach of making it your choice." This statement perfectly supports the theory of femvertising. Windels explains that marketers have recognized that femvertising sells as it improves a brand's reputation and promotes a positive message for women. This opinion from the interviewee supports Windels' description of femvertising. After seeing the ad, the interviewee felt that the message was positive, empowering, and then they had a positive impression of the brand as well. Only one interviewee had a conflicting opinion. This participant felt that the ad was contradicting itself by selling a body hair removal product, but at the same time telling women that they don't have to remove their body hair if they don't want to. I thought that it was interesting that only one person had this viewpoint because I actually had the same opinion when I watched the advertisement for the first time. While the ad was seen by most as positive and progressive, this interviewee was the outlier. So the problem that this advertisement perpetuates is framing the societal issue of holding women to a specific standard of beauty, which in this case is revolved around removing body hair. That shifts responsibility onto the individual. It's important for us to acknowledge this problem because women are held to strict and oftentimes unattainable standards of beauty. In terms of gender, women are held to a much different standard of beauty than men. One can argue that this advertisement is damaging to women due to selling body hair removal products that are targeted only at women. The targeting determined by the brand further perpetuates the standard that women need to remove their body hair and that men are not held to the same standard. So this problem could be fixed by the media and advertising companies by taking a similar approach to VEET and letting viewers know that what they do or don't do to their bodies is ultimately their choice. While this advertisement was somewhat contradictory, most interviewees had a positive opinion of the ad and the brand. If their viewpoints are representative of VEET's target audience, then incorporating the language and overall message of things being your choice for women could help fix this problem moving forward. This problem could also be solved by society becoming more accepting of women who decide to keep their body hair. This solution is more difficult to achieve because it would involve a shift in people's perspectives. This could be achieved by the media and advertising companies showing more women with body hair. Featuring women with body hair in commercials, television, movies, magazines, and other forms of media would expose members of society to this idea that women do not have to remove their body hair, and over time, people will become more accepting of it. A solution for how companies can advertise body hair removal products and have the same messaging as VEET about it being your choice without being contradictory is to include body hair care products in their product selection. At the end of this advertisement, there were 3 products that were featured visually on screen. And if one of these products had been replaced with a body hair care product, the ad would have been less contradictory and even more inclusive of women who choose to keep their body hair. So in conclusion, the theory that this advertisement resonated with is post-feminism and the discourse of individualization. Post-feminism was represented because women choosing not to remove their body hair is something that is often looked at as a symbol of feminism. However, this advertisement, including women with body hair, alludes to the idea that feminism is no longer needed because this representation in the media has already been achieved. The discourse of individualization is shown through the target audience being told that they have the choice on whether or not they want to remove their body hair, but ignoring why they may choose to remove it anyway. A piece of evidence supporting this is the dialogue, "It's fine if you don't like it," with it being body hair, all the time or all over. A possible implication of my interpretations and arguments about this advertisement is that I am a woman myself. Therefore, my opinions may be influenced by my own life experiences rather than coming from an unbiased and neutral standpoint. The ad also fails to acknowledge why women feel the need to remove their body hair in the first place, which is damaging to women because it neglects why they have been made to feel this way. Ultimately, it's not women who set the standard that women should remove their body hair, it's the world around them. While this ad shows positive change in societal views and media representation, there is still room for improvement. Thank you for listening.